another episode of Tales, Tips, and Tidbits. Today we would like to share with you the tale of how we found our travel mascot. Back in the day, we were looking for some sort of travel companion that we could take pictures of throughout our journeys. I had learned when I was a kid of something called Flat Stanley, which was basically a paper doll that kids would send to different schools, and the schools would take them on field trips and take pictures and send it back to the other kids. So I thought that was kind of fun. But I wanted something that would fit in my pocket that was not going to fall apart like a piece of paper. So the search began. Throughout our journeys, we came across a couple of potential travel mascots. One was a small moose at Acadia National Park, but it was too big and bulky to easily carry around. We also found a little park ranger doll at another national park, but again, it was just too big. So we were still on the search for something.
One thing about me is that I am a big fan of Lin-Manuel Miranda. I have been a fan since the off-Broadway version of In the Heights, which I did see, and then I saw it when it came to Broadway as well. I even met Lin-Manuel Miranda in between the off-Broadway and Broadway versions of In the Heights when he was doing a small show with Freestyle Love Supreme, and I met him after the show. Pretty cool. But then in 2015, in the early winter, spring of 2015, Hamilton went to the Public Theater off-Broadway, and I was one of the first people in line. I saw it 2, maybe even 3 times off-Broadway because it was so amazing, and I knew it would be because Lin-Manuel Miranda is just a wonderful talent. So I've always been a fan, so it just makes sense that Hamilton became our buddy.
So today's tale is the adventures of A. Ham. Let's read the story together. One summer day in August 2017, we headed into Manhattan to do some exploring. One of our stops was visiting the Hamilton Grange. This National Memorial Building was the home of Alexander Hamilton. As we were exiting the building, we stopped in the gift shop and found a miniature version of Alexander Hamilton as a finger puppet. We called him A-Ham, from A. Ham, the signature Hamilton used in correspondence. A-Ham came home with us that day and has been traveling with us ever since.
I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Just like this country, I'm young, scrappy, and hungry. I am not throwing away my shot.
A-Ham's first big trip was to South Carolina. He was quite excited to view the solar eclipse. He even found a pair of eclipse sunglasses in his size. But A-Ham, who could never be satisfied, started wandering off on his own. The first time this happened, we caught him wasting away in Margaritaville.
A-Ham was a character who was always hamming it up. One day, he reenacted the scene from Titanic. Another day, he pretended to be part of Mount Rushmore. Sometimes, we would find him in the oddest places, playing a game of hide-and-seek and trying to scare us. Some of his best hiding spots have been in Baltimore Harbor, on an oversized chair in Belize, and in a sign at Tulum in Mexico.
Everywhere he went, he made friends big and small. He posed with other mascots such as Stanley Bear from Princess Cruises and a family of gnomes at a campground. He looked up to inspirational characters like Buzz Lightyear and had a heart-to-heart chat with Abraham Lincoln about the status of the country. He is a very entertaining and likable character, but don't just take our word for it.
Hey there. Boy, that little A-Ham, he gets around. And it's so exciting to watch his travels around the world. Every time I see him in front of someplace new, makes me excited and just want to get there. Love you, A-Ham.
Good morning. I'm actually a big fan of A-Ham. And I'm not only a fan of where he's been, but where he's going to go next. And let me tell you, my kids absolutely love seeing where he is in each video. See ya.
Hi everybody, I'm Liz and Anthony's friend Terry, and I love it when I see A. Ham showing up in their travel videos and photos because it reminds me of something I used to do myself. I've traveled with Flat Stanley before on behalf of one of my friends who did a Flat Stanley project with her class each year. But even better, in 2010, I was chaperoning a school trip to New Orleans. And when I got down there, a friend of mine texted me and said, like, have you unpacked yet? Is there anything weird in your luggage? And sure enough, I went to my suitcase and I found the Tan Man, a little stowaway. She had snuck him in there with instructions to just take him around with us everywhere and take pictures with him. So of course I had to follow through, and I have pictures of me and the Tan Man and my students all over New Orleans. And of course he's just like posed in all the most random places. And Tan Man then became a constant travel companion for me and a couple of my friends for the next few years after that. It's my hope that maybe someday Tan Man and A. Ham could meet and be friends. I bet they would have great travel stories to swap.
So far, Aham's favorite place has been the Schuyler House. He was so excited when we surprised him with this unexpected stop. If you know why this meant so much to him, leave a comment below.
Be sure to keep an eye out for this little guy in all of our adventures. Thank you for joining Stelbot Adventures. If you enjoyed today's edition of Tales, Tips, and Tidbits, please give us a thumbs up. Please click that notification bell. Please subscribe to our channel. And we'll see you on the next adventure.